Okay, hey y'all. Just doing a quick video update on the Theodoris camp. I am about 3 weeks out, 2.5 weeks away. Today is the 7th of March. The camp's the 24th. A lot has happened in the last 24 hours. So one, I started a juice fast on Monday. It's been very difficult. I got very sick Sunday. And Monday I had a migraine from Sunday after church until Tuesday, actually. It got so bad that I was considering going to urgent care. But I get migraines frequently. Never got it for 48 hours like that before. My thought was maybe it was the juicing. I felt horrible, though, not just a migraine. So I just went ahead and ate something. I forgot what I had. I had some chicken or something. And my dad gave me some of his very strong ibuprofen. I'm convinced it's a narcotic because it knocked me out. It helps. I don't feel 100%, but energy-wise, but I do feel a lot better. I'm functional. So I got back on the juice fast yesterday. And drinking smoothies is part of the process and my commitment to, getting prepared for the camp. My camp director, she resigned. I can't say she resigned because I didn't sign the contract agreement between she and I. We are, she's an old time friend. So, I thought she would be the perfect person to help me because she knows me. She's a very strong Christian herself. And so, people who care about you, who you have a history with, who are also, mighty women of God, you want to work with them as much as possible. But however, her whole reasoning for not going through with it was, one, I took too long to sign the contract. She revised my contract last week. We talked about it, and I said I would give it to her signed in person. We were supposed to go on site and walk through the gym and kind of visualize what needs to go on. But I guess she looked at her calendar and said for her to do it to her standards, she didn't have enough time, which I get and I respect. So I'm not upset about that. It's business. It's not personal. But it did do two things. One, it was like a quick kick in the butt that made me say, okay, you got to do a lot of stuff. And you got to get it done real quick. Like, done. So it was a much-needed kick in the butt. Two, I was a little bit relieved in the sense that I didn't have to spend money to pay her. Not to have a problem paying somebody for their services because I won't disrespect somebody's gift and their time, especially if they're helping me birth something. However, now that is a few $1,000s that I don't have to pay her. I can just focus on the camp, like the money I have or the lack thereof, or will get rather. It will go to the camp. I was going to do a payment plan with her because we have that relationship and that history. We've known each other, like 20 years. So, off integrity, she was allowing me to pay her in installments, which is great. But now, that's, one less thing to think about financially. So I'm proud of myself for taking it in stride. I think somebody else, they would have took it personal and said, why you do me like that? I didn't, because you have to respect people's gift and their time. And it would have been worse for us to go into it and there be resentment. You know what I mean? It makes me think of Lot and Abram when Abram says to Lot, hey, it's better for me to go to the left, you go to the right, as family members and be okay. It's better for us to separate than to have strife among us. And I really respect that. So it's good to be mature Christians and to be self-aware. She knows what I'm sorry, I'm still at work. She knows what she can handle, and she can foresee like some things that I can't. And at the end of the day, it's my baby. So I'm willing to lose sleep and be, work while I'm sick and things like that. And nobody's going to invest in sow into your vision like you will. You'll find some people and God will bless you with some people who have a gift that you don't have. But ultimately, like I told my friends, I'm willing to be very uncomfortable for the next couple weeks because I don't care about being comfortable. I want it to be right as best as possible. So that's that. So that's not a positive. That's not a positive or a negative. It's just reality. And I'm glad it happened. I went through several emotions. I went up and down like, dang, this is my fault. I should have signed the contract sooner. And then I said, well, it is what it is, because there's pros and cons to both, to having her and not having her. But we are in a place in our relationship where she's still going to come and support. She'll come and, say hi to the kids and stuff like that. And that'll be nice. What else? What else is going on? Oh, praise report. I was going back and forth about the juice fast. I really, really don't want to do it in my body, but everything else is like, you got to do this. When you're addicted to food, which we all are, because we like sugar, we like salt, we like grease, I love chicken wings. Oh, I love lemon pepper chicken wings. My body is like, no, I don't want to leave. I don't want to let it go. But my spirit and my mind and my soul is like, you need to do this. Some things only come through fasting and praying. And I'm asking God to do a miracle. And more importantly, I'm just thinking about those souls that are going to be saved. If me fasting and posturing myself will do that, that's a small sacrifice. Small sacrifice to put on the altar before God. I have my little green juice. The kids, my students have seen me drinking it. It's cucumber juice mostly. I do smoothies in the morning, but during the day, it's easy just for me to juice in jars some cucumbers or watermelon, whatever I have in there. And the kids like, oh, it smells so bad. I mean, it's just cucumber. It tastes so fresh, though. And I'm really not hungry once I drink it. It's just mentally, I'd rather have something else. What else I was going to say? Yeah, so when I was thinking about giving up the fast, I was like, man, I don't want to do this. I want to eat. I want to eat food, solid food. I called a medical billing company. Sorry, I'm holding my camera. Billing company, and the total bill that was left over for me to pay, just for getting some lab work, it was $2,300 some odd dollars. And so I was like, man, I just got my credit back up right. I just got good credit again. I worked all last year for it. I need this not to go to collections. I'm going to ask them for a payment plan. So I called them, and I've been going back and forth playing tag, where they call me back. They call me when I'm at work, when I tell them they have to wait till after 4, but they call anyway. And I finally got somebody on the phone yesterday, and the woman was like, well, we don't do payment plans. And I said, well, why y'all keep calling me back telling me y'all have payment plans? We can work out a payment plan for you, Miss Theodoris, they always say. So she said, well, we don't do that. I don't know who told you that. And I was like, well, y'all, I got it on voicemail. And she was like, well, let's see. And she looked up my name and my information. She was like, wait a minute, this isn't right. I'm like, that's what I got in the mail, ma'am. And she was like, $2,300 some dollars. It was originally like $5,000, and my insurance paid, the rest. And I'm left with $2,300 some dollars. She said, we would never allow you to pay that much. Glory to God. We're going to adjust this, and really what you should pay, and she clicked and she did whatever she did. She said, you should only pay about $345. I was like, oh my God. Yes. She's like, because you can't afford that. I was like, I can't. Thank you for recognizing that. When I tell y'all, I said, okay, God, I hear you loud and clear. Because never in my whole adult life have I heard of such a thing where people just tell me, the bill collector tell me what I can't afford. It's like she knew I was a teacher. It's like she knew I was on a teacher's salary. But anyway, so sad. So to God be the glory. I'm just knowing that's a miracle, because I've never heard. This might be something people go through on a regular basis. Never happened to me before. Please share in comments if this has happened to you, but it has never happened to me. And so I'm so grateful. I am so grateful. That's but a small thing for God to do. It's amazing how even though I'm spending money, God keeps me. So I'm not spending money. Essentially, like I'm putting out an offering, but God is still paying it. I don't even know if that makes sense. He's a provider. He's Jehovah Jireh. So that's just more of a testimony I want to share, because I am not doing this because I got it together. I'm doing it because I'm just being obedient, and I'm not perfect in this. I'm striving for it. And God's is faithful. Last thing, I am going to invest in some, I'm going to invest in some camera stuff. I've only told my students, nobody knows that I have a YouTube channel, except for my 5th period class. And they went on there and they're like, you got 1 subscriber. We feel sorry for you. We're going to subscribe to your channel. So now I got 9. They're so sweet. And I got like 10 views. It's so cute. And they you know, out of sympathy, they subscribed to it. And then one of the young men was like, Miss Theodoris, you doing this on your phone and you got an Android. Oh, like he just get, you know, kids are so unfiltered. So I said, okay. I told the young man, I'm gonna get a tripod. I am not about to invest in another phone. That's never gonna happen. My phone is new. I got the Note S8 or whatever this thing is. I love my phone, but I get his point. And I'm just doing what Gary Vaynerchuk says. You just put it out there. Put the content out there. Make a mess and figure it out later. So I told him, hey, I'm not perfect. Since they're perfectionists, they kind of walking me through it. So I'm learning from my kids. And more importantly, what I'm excited about is that they see me pursuing my dreams because I push them to push through theirs. And I want them to know that I live the life that I speak. I'm not just telling them in a motivational way. I want them to learn from my example. And so hopefully, subliminally, they will get that. And I already have 2 of those girls who volunteered to be, they want community service hours. So they're going to be helping me at the camp that day. And that is just a blessing. I'm just so grateful and I'm encouraged. Before I get off, let me show y'all y'all can see my little solar system back here. It's a model for the kids because they're going to do their social. But let me show you my juice so y'all know I'm not joking. My juice. I'll rip up. Hopefully I don't break the bottle. It don't drop. I'm still full from my shake. But this is my cucumber juice. It tastes pretty fresh. I'm not going to say it tastes so great, but I actually do love cucumbers, especially with some kind of vinegar. I'm a big pickle person. And any kind of balsamic or Italian dressing, I try to dip it in there. So this is 2 extra large cucumbers that made this jar of juice. And when I drink it, I'm pretty full for about at least an hour or 2. It's amazing how when your cells are nurtured, is it nurtured or no, it's nourished. There you go. You're not hungry. And so right now I just gotta get my mind together. And before I go are you. That's it. This was a little longer, and it was a little everywhere. But like Gary Vee says, I'm just making a mess and seeing how it goes. All right, bye.